Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Athletics and the Toronto Blue Jays. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And the starter for Toronto, Dylan Cease. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah, Boog, this is a guy that struck out over 200 batters just a year ago. So he's definitely one of those guys that's got ridiculous swing and miss stuff. Hitters have to make a decision early, and that causes them to many times guess wrong and end up missing the baseball. But when you got a guy that's taking the mound that has the ability to send guys walking back to the dugout, it can be pretty fun to watch, and hopefully that's what we'll see in this one.
First pitch, 7:07.
The 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. That's a ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Take a look at the lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, it's crucial to make good contact against a pitcher like this. You might not get many pitches to hit, and it might be the first pitch, so you've got to be prepared from the start. Early, consistent contact is going to improve their chances.
Stepping in, Nick Kurtz. Just getting started here in Toronto. Backed off the plate that time. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
Almost got him. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It gets down, a base hit.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Tyler Soderstrom, the next to hit. Across the letters at 99. Inside, almost got him. Get the glove to this one. It falls in. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with one gone.
A couple of singles back to back. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now a chance for Shea Langerliers. Two on, one out. That one way inside. The 1-1. And fouled off. Waves at defender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Two aboard, two outs. Here's the center fielder, Lawrence Butler. And the 1-0. There's a strike. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. First and second, two down here on opening day. That one way inside. 2-2.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Stays alive. Two on, two outs. Goes down looking. A strand a couple. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Back after this on the show. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the mound for the A's in this one, Luis Severino. What should we keep an eye on here?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every 5th day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Here's George Springer.
Leading off tonight, right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Hey! And a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Outside low, and it's 1-2. Struck him out looking.
Batting second, first baseman.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. As per usual, one of the best players in the sport, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Ah, Boog, what a great talent. I mean, the kind of player who can dominate a game at times, be a perennial all-star. He's going to take home some hardware as well. I mean, he's one of the best in the game today and always fun to watch.
Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Right through there for a strike. Yeah, that's outside.
That ball went out.
Strike two. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To the right side. He takes it on his own, and 2 quick outs in the bottom of the first here tonight.
Catcher Alejando Kirk.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. There's a strike. Oh, and 2 now. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Out towards left center. Soderstrom drifts towards it, and that's the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Rogers Center, second inning set to go. Jacob Wilson digs in now. Ball 1 there.
That's inside. Ball.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, Boog, he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
Gimenez tosses to first and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 7. Second base.
Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Jeff McNeil in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
And he takes a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle, hope he gets a mistake.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Second inning here, no score. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it, or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Now here is Zack Gelof. Two down, nobody on.
Nope, outside.
The 1-1. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Slides, but it gets by him. And that keeps the inning alive.
Batting ninth, third base.
2 outs, runner at first. Carlos Curtas will hit next. Runner on the move. Pitch way inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Gimenez. The throw to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. The A's strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here in Toronto on opening day, and Siggy, Jays fans have returned to Rogers Center for the first time since the Game 7 loss of the World Series.
Yeah, you just had to bring it up, didn't you, Boog?
It's sort of my job.
Well, what a series that was. So great for baseball. It's too bad a team had to lose it.
Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues.
Yeah, and making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors, less than 5% have ever hit 100 dingers.
Just missed. That one fouled off. Next offering way off the plate. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Well, he froze him with the changeup right there, and I think he was so geared up for fastball. Once he recognized that it was off speed, he just wasn't able to make an adjustment. So a really good strikeout, and pitcher just won the battle.
Now at the plate, Addison Berger. The 1-0. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. Takes it in for the out.
Batting sixth, designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
Davis Schneider getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. 0-1. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And that's a foul ball. That one missed. And that misses. Ball 2. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a 2-bagger.
Batting 7th, left fielder.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
So runner at second, 2 down. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Man on second, 2 down. In the air to left center. And that is that. So they can't do anything with a 2-out double. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. No score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Fouled off. He was late. Out towards right center field. Springer settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Up next for the A's, first baseman Nick Kurtz.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
Ball 1, nope. No strikes. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, with that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's.
All 1.
Two down, nobody on. And that one wrapped foul. Top of the 3rd, no score. The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Just misses with that one. Chop to first. The A's go quietly. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
And that one fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And he dodges that fastball.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Misses off the
That's inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. A hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Here's Andres Gimenez.
Oh, one.
Clement gets his lead at first with nobody out. The shortstop takes the ball. Swings through that one out in front that time. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over to McNeil. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play, and it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. This one in the air, right field. That gets down for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he pulls in with a double for his first hit of the year.
Up next for the Blue Jays, first baseman Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
So runner at second, 2 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Hey.
The Blue Jays looking to strike first here on opening day. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
And that's outside. And the count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Man at second. In the air, right field. Rooker on his way over. And that is that. On to inning number 4. We're tied 0-0. On to the 4th, and now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langerliers.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Out to short. Oh, he gloves it to first. But it's not in time. Base hit.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding. And how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Go-ahead run on base. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. He's 0 for 1. Just missed. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Runner on the go.
Nope,
there's a ball.
that's inside.
Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
4th inning underway, no score. That
Ball
misses.
3.
And that's ball 3. And ball 4
Nope.
to a board.
Ball 4.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob Wilson.
First and second, no outs. Jacob Wilson, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. That
Ball
one
1.
misses. That's 5 straight. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Double play ball to second, flips for 1, and they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
He's so good at coming across the bag and snagging it with the bare hand to throw. I like the flair that he brings day in and day out.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Jeff McNeil stands in. Late swing, foul to the left. Two outs with a runner at third. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. McNeil not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. So they'll lose their first challenge. Line drive, base hit. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now the DH, Zack Gelof. A single his first time. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Here's the third baseman, Carlos Curtas. Grounded out his first time up.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs.
Hey.
Toronto's bullpen with some action. Jimmy Garcia, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Nance also throwing. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Fastball almost got him there. McNeil, the lead runner at second. Gelof on at first with 2 down. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Into center. Varsho after it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 1-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejando Kirk. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life, I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
The 1-0.
Nope, upstairs.
Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah!
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next, Addison Berger. Flying to left his first time. And a swing and a miss. That's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Man at first, 1 away. And that one almost hit him. The 1-2. Liner snagged it first.
No, he's in there.
Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Next is the designated hitter, Davis Schneider. Doubled in his first AB.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Fastball,
that's
he
in.
gets out of the way.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at-bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
On the corner for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
First and second, 2 outs. Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Ball 1.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Inside.
Nope, inside.
And the
Ball
count
2.
is 2-0.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
Ball
Delivers
that's
outside. Ernie Clement in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Base hit into right center. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He scores to tie it up. Cut off, now a throw home. There's the tag. They get him, and that's the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. All tied 1-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Brent Rooker. Line and a base hit into right. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next to hit, Nick Kurtz, 1 for 2. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Guerrero drifts towards it, and there's 1 down.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
Go ahead run on base. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. Left field. And it stays fair. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Shea Langerliers.
Aye.
Two on, 1 out.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
And a count 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Lawrence Butler now at the plate. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Ball.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. His first homer of the year, and the A's jump in front. It's 4-1.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Dylan Cease departs, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute. New pitcher on now, Jimmy Garcia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Jacob Wilson.
Ball. That's out.
Two down, nobody on. He swings and fouls one off. The 1-1.
Ball.
That one pushed foul. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 3-run shot for the A's. It's now a 4-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
Ernie Clement.
On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Andres Gimenez digs in now. He's 0 for 1. The shortstop takes the ball, and an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. This one in the air, center field. Butler settles under this one, brings it in, and there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right.
And the batter is George Springer. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yep, with just 1 free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back in the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Swagger when I step, walk in looking like a jet, feeling like a million, forgot about my rent. She be in the city, opposite of innocent. And Benny told up friends to bring a friend. Took a girl from the podium. Other guys in here, I sodium. It's a lonely man.
And now Jeff McNeil.
Second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Right through there for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Braden Fisher up and loosening in the pen. McNeil, 33 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Just missed.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fastball for a strike. And it remains 2-2. That one missed.
Ball 3.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the A's.
Next up for the A's, Zack Gelof. He's 2 for 2.
Ball, that's outside. That's a ball.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Here's the 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Center field. Varsho under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, Carlos Curtas.
Carlos Curtas up next for the A's. That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. That's a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Right fielder, Brent Rooker.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Two on, one out.
Ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Here's a 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one carrying, and it is out of here. All muscle to center field. His first homer of the year, and they add on. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jimmy Garcia won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Tommy Nance, ready to make his season debut. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. That one outside, and that's ball one.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2-0. And another ball. There's a strike. (3-1), and he couldn't come up with it.
Up next for the A's, left fielder Tyler Soderstrom.
One out man at first. Now here is Tyler Soderstrom.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage. Well, they had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch you'll see in this at bat to hit.
Swings through that one.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Inside, almost got him. And a 1-2.
Ball.
In the air, left field. Sanchez gets under it, stretches out and hauls it in.
Up next for the A's, catcher Shea Langerliers.
Next up for the A's, Shea Langerliers. And it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Up next for the A's, center fielder Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. He's already homered in this game.
Hey!
Three already across here on opening day. The 0-1. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him. First base.
Up next for the A's, shortstop Jacob
So up next,
Wilson.
Jacob Wilson. 0 for 3 in this one. loaded up, and we're the top half of the sixth. Ground ball left side.
Foul ball.
And it goes just foul. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 7-1. Back now in Toronto, and now for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Gets the outside corner with that one. In the air, right field. One up, one down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher
Alejandro Kirk getting ready to hit.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
The Athletics up big in this one here in the bottom of the sixth. And Captain Kirk goes down on strikes.
For the Blue Jays, center fielder.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. And now it's Daulton Varsho. He's sitting on 99 career homers. We'll see if this is the moment to notch number 100. That's in for a strike.
Hey!
Two down, nobody on. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. They get the out, and that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 7-1. Back here at Rogers Center, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Liner, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did.
Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Up next for the A's, third baseman, Carlos.
Now the third baseman, Carlos Curtas. On the ground to the left. Base hit into the outfield. McNeil headed home. The throw in. Safe. In comes the run from second. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Definitely found a perfect spot. Those could be hard sometimes. We talked about in left field. You're kind of anticipating cheating in for a ball. Hit something like that you can rob a little soft flare in front of you. But perfectly placed, so you reward the hitter with it.
And the batter now,
Off
Brent
the plate,
Rooker.
ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
The 1-0. Nance sets, fires. That one
Oh, that's
just
just out.
misses the outside corner. 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. That's down
ball
and in.
3.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
To short, could be 2. Fired to second, to Guerrero, and they turn 2.
That was a much-needed double play right there. It gives him a really good shot at minimizing any further damage in this inning.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Tommy Nance done for the night, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching.
Out of the bullpen for the Jays, Braden Fisher.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next up for the A's, Nick Kurtz. And a breaking ball misses outside. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 7th inning stretch time. It's the A's 8 and the Blue Jays 1. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium
Inside,
stitious.
ball 1.
Activity in the bullpen for the A's. Tyler Ferguson appears to be getting loose. Again, getting cranked up as well.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx
ball
on
2.
the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Davis Schneider.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
Swing and a foul straight back. caught him looking for the K. Now he's challenging the called strike. Didn't agree with the call at the plate right there.
But in a game like this, that's just too close to take. It's a blowout game. Guys have been out here for a while. Umpires saying, hey, let's go. Cut it loose. Swing the bat.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Now, Jesus Sanchez.
Hey!
You're 1.
That's a ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays.
Hey!
Here's your 1. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2. This one in the air, right field. And he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Outside low, ball 1. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The Jays with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays held in check. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Back now in Toronto. We go to the 8th. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate.
Hey! Outside, that's a ball.
That one ran inside, almost got him. The 2-1.
Nope, outside.
And it's fouled away. Three-two now. Fights it off. He'll see another. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Up next for the A's, catcher Shea Langerliers.
Shea Langerliers up next for the A's. Sliced hard but foul. That's in for a strike. 1-2.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and it falls. And now two aboard.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Butler in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. That clips the corner. And that is out of play. Got him swinging.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Wilson in the box now. Take strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss at a slider. Ground ball up the middle. Steps on the bag for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. So no runs here and a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the A's 8 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Tyler Ferguson getting ready to make his season debut. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andres Gimenez. Laser could be extra bases, and that's going to get into the corner. Throw comes into second, and that's a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
George Springer, the next to hit.
Ball inside.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Check swing called strike. And 1-1. The Athletics have some bullpen action. Elvis Alvarado getting loose out there. Swing and a ground ball. Not in time.
He's in there.
He's safe.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
0-1.
Runners on the corners, no outs. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, catcher Alejando Kirk.
2 on with 1 out. Next to hit, Alejando Kirk. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout.
That's out.
The 1-0.
Hey!
Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. On the ground to third. Has some trouble with it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a run comes in to score.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0 for to start the season and get into a slump.
1 down. Daulton Varsho will hit next.
Possibly thinking about home run number 100 here. He's just 1 shy of that milestone.
The 0-1. Foul ball there. 1 out. Runners at first and second. That one missing inside. In the dirt. Two now. That's a little bit low. Battling here as he fouls it away. And they're all loaded up.
Take your base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, third baseman
Addison Berger next up for the Blue Jays.
6-run lead doesn't feel all that big right now based on the situation.
Hit in the air, center field. Butler on the move. And makes the grab. Runner tags for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and it's 8-3.
Well, that can be a tough one with the bases loaded. You can try to do too much, but there he didn't. He stayed within himself. He got that run in with the sac fly. Would have been nice if the runners behind could have advanced, but they'll take what they got.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Elvis Alvarado.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in like this as well.
Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays. And first offering is fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. And a foul ball. Good eye right there. And foul ball. One-two now. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Through 8 full, it's the A's 8 and the Blue Jays 3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 62 on for his major league debut, so we'll see if he's ready for the big stage.
He just has to remember this is the same game that he's played all the way through the minor leagues to this point. The only difference, there are just more people in the stands and it's a bigger stadium, but the game itself is still the same. Look at the catcher, whatever fingers he puts down, that's what you throw, and just let him lead you in this one.
McNeil,
Inside,
the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Gelof, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Action in the pen down there. Tyler Rogers, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Now the 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Ball 1 there. Puts it away for the out. Two down, bases empty. Carlos Curtas up next for the A's.
Oh, that's off the plate.
And the 1-0. That one
That's
almost
in.
got him.
Ball 2.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Oh, that
Inside
one
ball.
almost gets him again.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Two down, nobody on. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. Nothing doing there for the A's, but they lead at 8-3. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That's outside.
That's outside.
And now it's even 1-1. Alvarado, a 6'4" righty, 185 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Strike two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Another 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Outside.
A little
That's
bit low.
ball three.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Rooker has a beat on it. One away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, second baseman.
So up next for Toronto, Ernie Clement. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. In the air, right field. Rooker coming on. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, shortstop Andres Gimenez.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's the shortstop, Andres Gimenez.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Alvarado is just one strike
That's
away.
outside.
The shortstop takes the ball. And now 2-2.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
On the
That ball is
ground,
foul.
and it goes just foul. To first, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
8-3 the final in this one. The A's are victorious. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Si corono todo vamos a cobrar. Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos. Si la prendo molotov, man, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo.